My boyfriend won't stop lying. I just moved in with my boyfriend. We've been together a year, and as far as I was aware, we had a good relationship. I want to start off by saying I've been going through a really hard few months. I quit my job, left my dream apartment to move in with him, and have been a really difficult person to be around emotionally. I've been sad more days than happy, and have cried a lot about my situation. The job market is horrible right now, and I was struggling to land anything. We talked about moving in previously before my job situation, so me losing my job wasn't all about us living together. I thought we wanted to because we loved each other. I talked about moving back home a lot. I live on the opposite side of the coast as my family, because I wasn't sure what else to do. I think I was the lowest I've ever been. It was hard not to start thinking incredibly dark thoughts. I started having a weird gut feeling about things about 2 weeks ago. He was coming home late, not answering his phone, just seemed distant. I had been so wrapped up in my own depression that I hadn't really spoken to him about what he was feeling. I was selfish and in fight or flight mode. So I did something I never have done before. I went through his phone. My gut was just telling me something was wrong. And I found something. He had been talking to a girl. Nothing was explicitly sexual, but it was progressing that way. I confronted him about it, in not the most graceful way. He told me that yes, he met a girl at a bar. Yes, they exchanged numbers. Yes, he's seen her one other time. I told him to delete everything. He did. But when I checked his phone again, in the deleted messages, all he had done was change her name. He has done nothing to try and rebuild my trust and does not let me look at his phone. He has started hiding his phone. It's been a rough 2 weeks. A lot of different emotions were coming up, things I've said before that hurt him, a lot of me feeling guilty for my behavior when I was depressed and isolating. He still seemed different, and to put it bluntly, sad. We've had a lot of sex between then, a lot of physical affection, a lot of I love yous, but not a lot of communication or trust building. Today, I felt it again, that something was wrong. So I went to one of his old phones that he doesn't use anymore, but it's still connected to his Google account. I looked up his history. 4 days ago, he searched how to restore deleted messages. The next day, he looked up her name with several spellings to find her Instagram account. I called him at work. I calmly confronted him. I asked him if he had still been talking to her. He said no again. I lied. I told him that she called me because I was angry and wanted a reaction. He told me that can't be true because he isn't talking to her. We got off the phone. He called me again 2 minutes later. He said I fell for his trap. He wanted to see if I was still going through his phone. I told him I was. He said he did that to entrap me to see if I was still checking his things, which to me sounds like the biggest load of nothing I've ever heard in my entire life. I guess I know the relationship is over. I really do love him, but I really don't think I can ever trust him again. And seeing these traits make me think he is incredibly emotionally stunted and damaged. I know I have my faults. I know I did wrong in a lot of my behavior. I'm not proud of it. My therapist laughed when I told her he was trying to trap me. It sounds like an excuse a teenage boy would make, not a man. I guess what I'm asking is if he can ever be trusted again? Has anyone ever gone through this situation and come out the other side? It's hard to walk away from someone you love, someone you were just trying to start a life with.